organized with me. We're going to get my drawers organized in a few other areas of my home. I'm going to show you what I've already previously done so you can see how I use Dollar Tree items in my home. But first, smash on that subscribe word, tap on that bell, and give this video a big thumbs up. My drawers always end up looking like this. I tried to use the spice rack in a different way. It didn't really work. They don't work in my old, deep, overbearing cabinets. Up here, I tried. They were wobbly and didn't hold the spice rack. So the spice rack, I give it 2 out of 5 stars. It may work in your cabinet. I don't care for them. I'm going to try to find a place in my home for it. Or I'll give it to my neighbor. I have this bin from Walmart. I think it will fit in the drawer here. I'm going to take everything out and put all the boxed items in the bin, then organize it. Hello everyone. Let's take everything out of this drawer, get it organized. The spice rack did not work in here. Got turned upside down. Now that everything's out, I'm going to wipe it clean before we put everything back in it. Always clean up when you remove things. Here's the basket. I took everything out. I'm going to see if it will fit. Maybe just a little too high. This is a wash basin from the Dollar Tree. They come in black and white. They've been around forever. Let's see if it works in the drawer. I think this is going to be better. Definitely. I'm going to put all the boxes in here. That will fit. The Dollar Tree ones will work good. The only thing I don't like about the wash basin is you gotta put everything diagonally. But it will work, and I can shut the drawer. I don't use them that often. I can easily retrieve the bags, and I have an extra box on deck in storage for lunches for schools. Push this to the back and put a different organizer in the front. I recently hauled these from the Dollar Tree. They're different than the other ones. These are bigger and have a nicer lid, and they're by Essentials, like they're cloth bins. That definitely works. Keep all my parchment paper secure. Put the lid underneath it so it doesn't get lost. I do use wax paper from time to time. And then the larger paper by Glad go on the side here. That works really well. I wanted to try my chicken wire baskets. They're flat letter style. But I don't know where they are. I've looked in a few places. New drawer, new hot mess. I'm going to take everything out. I have 2 more of those essential bins with lids that I'll retrieve from my other cabinet, and I think they'll be more useful here to house all kinds of stuff that's loose and keep it secure and tidy. On to the next drawer. I'm going to take everything out once again. Then we're going to wipe it clean. Using the containers by mainstay, put the lid underneath so it doesn't get lost, and put the boxes behind it so they stay in place, keeping the drawer organized and not out of control, and all the loose things in one place. Much easier to find and looks much nicer. And this is all I'm going to put back into this drawer. It's more useful. This will house all the loose stuff, and I put the lid underneath it in case I use it somewhere else. Dollar Tree has a ton of storage options if you know where to look. It is one of my favorite aisles in the Dollar Tree. Now with the new spring muted colors they're in with the seasonal section in most Dollar Trees. And they brought back some old school ones. These are the 3 trays. I recently hauled them. They're skinny bins and you can use them virtually anywhere in your home. I use them in my medicine cabinet to house toothbrushes so they're not all over. And they have a nice tray and I just wash it out once a week in case the kids don't clean their toothpaste off their toothbrush well enough to keep the medicine cabinet from getting gross. Here's another great little option. Go in junk drawers, store paper clips, ties, rubber bands, and your vanity, tool shed, workroom where you have your bench and hammers and everything, craft room. They are very versatile and universal throughout the house. Recently hauled these too. They have the old style one that are flimsy and crack easily. I'm going to be testing these out depending on how rough my family is. They are an A-type lid by Essentials. It's a storage box. Great for virtually anywhere in your home. Shoes, your drawers with your parchment paper, anything. Here is another old-time favorite from the Dollar Tree. These are the wash pens. They're not as sturdy as they were, say, 5-10 years ago, but they still do the job. And if they happen to crack, buy a few of them at a time, keep them in storage, and replace them in your cupboards as needed. I have these in my cupboards to house all my spices, like flour, sugar, oils. Then I have another one for all my mixes. So I can just take out the bin, pull it down, look through what I need, and then put it back instead of taking one by one everything out. I have not used this in my home yet because you have to hang it up with nails. I don't even know what happened to the nails. This is a garden tool hanger, like the mop. It will hold your rakes, and it has a little hook to hold the hoe and the shears. Great for tool sheds, garages, mud rooms. If you have a little garden outside your mud room, hang it up behind the door or on the back of the door, and you can keep all your garden tools in one place. Buy a few at a time and organize. I also have strips by Tool Bench. Well, the tools are on the back here. It comes with the hardware. So that's a good buy. I couldn't find my letterhead chicken wire baskets, but I have these ones. These are great for your kitchen. They look stylish, better than plastic for your countertops or vanity. Here's another style. It's a different color of the skinny bin. I've used these in multiple places in my home. I use different colors for different things. This one houses medicine. I don't have medicine in my medicine cabinet. I have them a little higher up from when my children were small. They're older now. They're in their tweens and teens. But this is a great way to go to color coordinate certain things so your family knows what's what. Dollar Tree also has woven baskets. They come in a 2-pack. I think now a 3. And they're really nice and sturdy. I've had this for a few years now. Sometimes you can still find them depending on where you look in the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree also carries lids with sectionals and their storage cubes. This is by Essentials once again. Great for thumbtacks, paper clips, and rubber bands for your desk. You can put it in your child's room to hold small Legos, LOL toys, My Little Pony brushes. In your tween's room for hair bands, hair clips, all kinds of small items, small nail polish bottles. The possibilities are endless to keep your kids organized. The magazine holder, another popular item from the Dollar Tree. I've tried this everywhere. I've seen people use them to house all your travel mugs, water bottles, parchment paper. It didn't work with the parchment paper in my drawers, but I have an old awkward home with awkward storage. These are the spice racks. I was so excited when I finally found them. They don't work in my big bulky cabinets. For $1.25, it's okay to try them. If you have old style deep cabinets, they may be too wobbly and not work in yours too. Just keep that in mind. I give them 2 out of 5 stars. I'll be putting this in my next product reviews video coming up for Dollar Tree empties with food reviews. This is the mug rack from Dollar Tree. It works great. I have them in different places in my cupboard as well as some from Walmart's. And they keep mugs on top, tall glasses underneath, small diner plates on top, bowls underneath, giving my cabinets 50% more storage, which is so needed in those awkward cabinets. This I give 5 out of 5 stars. And I absolutely love, this was from the fall, they're deep buckets. I have been using this. I took it out to show you. I use them with my mainstay shelf to house drinks. I have matching colors as best as I can and not a different scheme, but same patterns, similar colors to keep it looking nice. And I'll show you the pantry shelves with all the drinks in a moment. I had to make storage here. There isn't a pantry. This shelf unit is by Mainstay. And I have different Dollar Tree organization items. To house things so I can decan. Here's another look of everything that I just showed you. Now we're going to go organize my Tupperware drawer. The Tupperware drawer shouldn't be too bad because I just recently went through and did it, but my husband does live here. And take everything out. And we're going to organize it. Take everything out of the drawer once again. Then we're going to wipe it clean. And then put everything back neatly. This is the only bin not from the Dollar Tree. It's from Walmart. And it works very well in this drawer here. So let's see if we can utilize it. I'm going to put these how the top stack to the back because I don't use them that often. This may not work. I have these blue bins from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to put them into this drawer instead and use the white bin on the very bottom shelf of the silver rack from Aldi. Let's quickly fill the white tray up and put it on the silver rack. And then I'm going to put the blue bin in, try a few different angles. Those big containers just won't fit in there with a tray. I'm going to keep the blue tray though to house things and then put medium-sized food storage containers in the back. And then the smaller ones in the front in the tray so they're not loose and all over the drawer. And then just finish putting everything back in, making sure all the lids match. After some trial and error, I was able to get the drawer organized. The big bulky containers, I'll have to find another place for them. They're not going to fit. And I have the lids for them. I do use them when I send food gifts. I always make sure that the lids fit before they go into the drawer. And if I don't have a lid, it goes to the recycle bin. Put that to the back. These I have in my other closet already. And it looks like I have two mismatched lids. I'm going to show you the last two drawers we did. This is the Tupperware. This has the essential shoe bin housing all the loose items. And this has the parchment paper. And I keep the lid on that one in the back because they're new ones and I don't need them. This one we did with the countertop, if you remember, if you saw it. And they deep cleaned it. These are from Target Spot. The trays are from the Dollar Tree. They're cupcake tins. Housing all the tiny stuff. My kid likes the McDonald's ketchup packets for her lunches when I send in certain things, so I keep them in the drawer there. Keeping everything organized. These are my shelves from Aldi. I use those big baskets from Dollar Tree to house everything, to hide all the advertisement. The cloth bins from Dollar Tree by Essentials. Also organizing the little shelf that I kept from Five Below. That's a shoe rack. More useful to store things in the kitchen that were all over the place. Recently posted a video about these 96-ounce containers housing all my cereal. I may grab a few more if I find them. I don't know if my husband will allow me to put his tea in it and other items. Here's a glimpse of my spice cabinet. These are the woven trays from Dollar Tree. Valentine's Day they had those cute heart punched out baskets. Here's an example of the skinny bin. The under the counter thing I got at Big Lots. There's a black basin up at the front. Those are the clear punched out containers, and I house mugs and things in them. Stuff I don't use all the time but still need. Up at the top, that's my clear cutout bin once again, housing all my sponges. Then that's my spices for baking, sugar, mixes, things like that. Measuring cup, easily take out the bin and find what I need. The red heart punch out one has chocolate milk, syrup, butter spray, and other items. And again, at the bottom is my Lazy Susan. And then the blue bin that houses the medicine. And then that's just a bunch of overstock that is a little out of control, but it's contained in a container. And finally, that is from Walmart. And I have the bowls here. I keep one loose for my husband. Then I have this I recently picked up at Big Lots. I have a tray there, and it's housing things. Bowls, plates fit easily underneath it. I have my bigger platters and extra bowls up at the top that I use during the holidays. And the plastic bowls that Jacqueline still likes, and David likes these for chips. Emergency candles. I do keep my peas here, and seasoning packets for roasts. And when we get to 100 more subscribers, 1,100, we're going to issue out two $10 Dollar Tree gift cards. One for new subscribers, must comment down below you're new. One for people who comment, must already be subscribed. You must both be a U.S. resident. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed how I use Dollar Tree items in my own home with some Walmart stuff and Big Lots to keep it organized, especially in the kitchen. If you're new here, maybe you'll consider smashing on that subscribe word. Don't forget to tap on that bell when you smash on it. And give this video a big thumbs up.